Hi, I'm back with Bawa jewelry set, which for some reason won't lock in. All right, the unlock mechanism has become prevalent with it. And I had to use a safety, resort to using a safety pin. And I made this little hat, Lady Gayatri, saying hello to all of you. And yeah, you want to see, have a good look? There we go. And yeah, it's something nice for you to try at the hairstylist if you know it's an option available. Yeah. Anyways, so this is a song, and I had uh, something to share, but yeah, I have to share my last days of period. All right, just in case it brings you your own fertility days, because wishful thinking, that sort of thing. So I told you that I went on Risperdal. They put me on Risperdal, and my period kind of ended there. Heavy period, right? I've spoken about this heavy period. So it waned up slowly. I mean, gradually from the 7 day heavy period to like a few days here and there and that sort of thing. So, anyways, the dates are October 19th. I was lost driving around. I had only enough charged up cell phone, charge on my cell phone to call up his after school daycare and tell my child son's after school daycare that his father had to pick him up. That I was lost, and the cell phone died up like a movie. Yeah, but it was very scary. I mean, I was lost and I couldn't take a break. Finally stopped to fill in gasoline, and then picked up a chocolate bar at around 2 a.m. in the morning. Driving around, I made a wrong left, but I mean, I had to make a right, and I was completely lost. I'd gone to the suburbs, Mississauga and Etobicoke, that sort of thing, and driving around looking for some deal and shopping mall, and which I didn't find. And I was picked up by the cops, who took me nicely. It was kind of nice of them, but I thought they were stealing the car. So they in turn, being mean, handcuffed me because the cops are stealing. That could happen. Cops are not above temptation. So what would I do? I and so it was a warm October evening and morning, and no breaks for. It was very good in those days, and I've had a cesarean section. I've taken a pee break in the gym, and after my coffee and everything, so it was all right. Anyways, I was lost, and then I went to Milton Hospital, and she made me pee, and that was my second or third day. It was quite heavy. Second, three, and four used to be heavy. One was okay. So five, six, and seven were all right. Two, three, four were heavy. So October 19th could be second, third, or fourth day. And you do the math, 21, 22 days later, November, I was on my period when I was admitted to St. Joseph's Hospital because of psychosis, because I thought I was pregnant. And yeah, and then how I had my period. Could have been pregnant. I somehow, I was a little off, but I was taking care of my son and that sort of thing completely. Cooking, and my husband was a little difficult, but distant, very distant. Like those movies they show, the man, kind of. Yeah, and cold and distant and aloof and that sort of thing, and so and again in the hospital, I think I got my period in the hospital day one, because I had to pick up sanitary napkins from the hospital. I didn't have my period when I went there. I'm a little hazy on this. So from 19, second, third or four, 21, 22 days later, and then again, and in the hospital, I had my period. And again, I ran out of sanitary napkins, so I had to pick up. So you can confirm this from St. Joseph's Hospital, Toronto, but they wouldn't give this information to everybody. It's to a medical source, or, valid medical source who has an actual reason and that sort of thing. So, anyways, 3 months of period, maybe it's going to get you fertility days, and you are going to have my period. It's painful. All right, adverts, lots of adverts. Menstrual cramps. Yeah, they're all going to come. I used to just swallow hardballs and then go about my business. All right. So here goes of things red coming your way. Ben Webster and Don Byas are going to rock the stage. Red, the seventh color in the spectrum of visible light. Red, the color of the blue skies. At dusk in seaside towns and seaside cities. Red, the color of red delicious apples. Red, the color of the red roses I get for Mother's Day. Red, the color of the blood I bled every 21 to 22 days ever since I reached puberty in my fourth grade, lasting for 7 whole days. Red, the color I saw last night when my husband angrily said, home heating is high, the bills of home heating. I'll drop the temperature of our home from 75 degree Fahrenheit to 71 or even 70 degree Fahrenheit. Red, the color of my passion from the innermost depths of my being when my husband makes love to me. Red, the color of the blood that courses through my veins and arteries when I see a handsome, eligible man. Red, the red corals from possibly the Great Barrier Reef that were in one of the jewelry sets that my widowed mother, widowed since I was 11 years old, gave me for my wedding and which mysteriously went missing. Of red, the color of the cherries, fresh or maraschino, that I used to decorate my Black Forest cake or to make my cherry pie. Red, the color of the blood I bled every 21 to 22 days ever since I reached puberty in my fourth grade, lasting for 7 whole days. Red, the color of longing I had for some male work friends in my past engineering days. And I say, red-blooded is my passionate grief when I bid goodbye to you and say we remain friends forever. I will remain friends forever. Let red turn into raging energy drive for all of us in the direction of work. Amen. Tatwamastu. Perfect timing. I ran out of song. Thank you. Give a big hand of applause to Ben Webster and Don Byas.